Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm going to talk about the Boult Space Wireless Bluetooth earphones. This is the box it came in. Alright, pretty small box. Not bad. I was really impressed with this whole image here. I had a number of expectations looking at this image, but I'll get to why I was a bit disappointed and I'll get to why I still do recommend these earphones. So this is a Myntra exclusive. It is only available on Myntra.com. You can buy through the app, or you can access it from your desktop, but it's only on Myntra. And yes, Myntra does sell earphones and Bluetooth speakers and a number of tech and gadgets, not just clothes. I was as surprised as some of you are right now. So very quickly, some of the specs of these earphones are, so they've got magnetic, so these are magnetic earphones. So basically what they mean is this, they stick like this, all right, and yeah, so this is pretty useful, all right. You've got volume and music control with the controller right here, okay. Auto reconnect, so if this disconnects from your phone, it's going to auto reconnect. So long as this is on and the Bluetooth of your phone is on, it will automatically reconnect. I don't think that's anything new. Even my Bluetooth speakers do that because they're always searching to pair. It's got a built-in microphone, so yeah, that hole at the bottom, those 3 holes, yeah, that's the microphone. Call quality is decent. I have tried it. Ear loop for sport fit, so the fin right here, yeah, this is useful because if you're going to take this to the gym or while running, yeah, it stays very secure inside your ear, so it does not fall out, and it is compatible with iOS and Android phones and tablets, even laptops, and it's got a 1-year warranty. Okay, enough. Now I'll first talk about the build, and that's the first place where I was disappointed, because there is not a shred of metal anywhere in these earphones. It's all plastic. All right, everything is plastic. Nothing over here is metal. So yeah, so that's the place where it feels kind of cheap. It doesn't feel as robust and solidly built as some other earphones you would get out there. So, and I think the reason it feels kind of cheap is because it's so light, and you get the impression it looks good. So no doubt about that. And for looks, I'd give it a 5 on 5 because these look really nice, and it's got the BA Boult audio branding at the back. But I would have preferred if this was metal. But then again, if it was metal, it would have increased the weight, and that could have been uncomfortable in your ear, or even keeping it securely fit. If it's heavy, there would have been a tendency for it to fall out all the time. But thanks to these ear fins right here, these stay pretty securely fit, just like that. All right. Yeah. Okay. It's got a flat cable, which is very convenient. I always prefer flat cables to the round ones. I don't know. I find storage easier if it's flat. Over here, it's got the controller. All right, now, so as you can see, it's got the volume down, it's got the volume up right here, and this is the power button. So long pressing that switches on your earphone and it starts to pair. So keep your phone Bluetooth on, it's gonna pair, select it, it's paired, and that's it. This is also used for answering ending calls. So once a call is coming in your phone and it's already paired, you can just click it once, it's going to answer the call, click it again, it's going to end your call. And call quality, like I said, is pretty decent, no distortion whatsoever. And connection was also very secure, it didn't disconnect at all during the hours which I was using it. You also get a micro USB charger with this, and this is where your charger goes, right here. Yeah. All right. So within around a max of 2 hours, it's fully charged, and I haven't run out of battery since, so I cannot tell you how long it's lasted, but I've charged it once and it's still going, and it's been a week. No, sorry, it's been 5 days since I've got it, and I've used it say around 45 minutes at a stretch, half an hour, and well, there is still juice left, so I think that's pretty decent. Later down the road, maybe I'll get to a better understanding of how the battery is. So yeah, and that's about it. Okay, now coming to the main thing, the sound. This emphasizes a lot on the mids and the highs, and then the bass. All right, so if any bass head is out there who wants to get this because of the bass response and you want to know what it is, I would rate the bass response to be a 7 on 10. I would rate the mids to be an 8 on 10 and the highs to be an 8 on 10 as well. So it does give preference to highs and mids and then the bass. There is ample bass in this, just not enough to satisfy a bass head. I am a bass head and I was left wanting for more bass from these earphones. But truth be told, when I do testing and when I pair it with my phone, I always keep the equalizer to flat or I turn it off completely because I want to know what the raw output of sound is from these earphones. Everything sounded very, very nice. All right. The highs could get a bit harsh at times, but not enough to really hurt your ears. But it would have been preferable if it was a little more mild. The mids are pretty upfront, and the bass, for most who do not want extra bass in their earphones, would be more than enough to satisfy them. But for bass heads, you would want a little more bass. And like I said, I don't know if you've seen my previous earphone reviews. I'm always looking for high quality bass, not just muddy, overemphasized bass. I like high quality, undistorted bass. This gives you bass, but it leaves you wanting for more if you really want a lot of bass. But you can always tweak the equalizer to your liking, increase the bass, reduce the mids or highs, so you can work with that and get a sound to your liking. But overall sound quality would be a 7 on 10, which is pretty decent if I talk about the price, which I'll come to later. Things I didn't like about this earphone. Okay, firstly, the absence of any metal, all plastic, so feels cheap and feels really light, which could be good for some, but I like a bit of weight to my earphones. So all plastic everywhere. Okay. Second would be the weight of this, which I think is with all controllers of Bluetooth earphones, is a bit more, so it tends to be, it's difficult to keep balance all the time. It tends to slide off. And my third, and I think this is a very stupid and practical error, which is that, I'll just show you. I'm gonna long press this to switch it on. Can you see the light over here? Right over here? That blue and red light blinking? That is so faint that the first time I turned it on and it was really sunny, I couldn't even make out that it was on. Because obviously when I switch it on, this is not plugged into my ear. If it was, it does give you an alert. It tells you when it's powered on, when it's powering off. It alerts you, it beeps when it's on low power. But I wish this LED which is inside was on the surface like any other Bluetooth headphone. I mean, a dedicated LED on top, that would be much more visible. In direct sunlight, this is almost invisible, and you wouldn't know when it's pairing or if it's actually turned on. You'd have to, put it in your ear and okay, yeah, now it's turned on. Or you have to cover it like this, make it dark and find out. That's a very poor design choice and one of my main gripes with this. But apart from that, but then that is something that shouldn't really put you off from buying this. This, for its price, which is $1,150, So 1200 bucks, let's just round off. For 1200 bucks, you're getting a pair of Bluetooth headphones, which I rate 7 on 10. I took away 3 points for 1, the absence of any metal, 2, the weight of this, which kind of doesn't let me keep balance, and 3 is the poor design choice of not putting an LED, which is more visible. But apart from that, for 1200 bucks, you're getting something which I definitely would recommend you buy. It's got very good sound. Most will actually love it, but because I'm really picky with my earphones, and because I like the emphasis on bass and overall really good sound, that's why I was a bit disappointed with the bass. But I'm sure if you're not a bass head, you will not be disappointed. Even if you are a bass head and if your budget is 1200, you can still go for these earphones because these are light, and if you're working out in the gym, and because of these fins, it stays securely fit, so that's useful. But nowhere on this does it mention that it's waterproof or sweat proof. So I don't know how safe it's going to be in the gym, but judging by its design, I don't think even if sweat hits a bit over here, because it looks pretty decently sealed. So I don't see anywhere where it could really harm it, but it's best still not to experiment with this. But otherwise, for the price, do I give it the seal of buy with confidence? Yeah, I do. For 1200 bucks, it sounds pretty good. It's got the nifty magnet mechanism here, which is good. And battery backup till now has been decent. Sound is above average. And as usual, Myntra's delivery is very good. So just a reminder again, Myntra Exclusive, only on Myntra. I'll try to leave a link below and you can check it out from there. So yeah, that's been it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please do give it a thumbs up. If you hated it, give it a thumbs down. I will love you guys nonetheless. Subscribe to Pure Pastan if you haven't already. And as always, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.